Black Friday sales have started for EV companies. Welcome to Stockflix. If you're new to the channel, this is the place where we talk stocks and shares. And I come on here each and every day to help you guys make some money in the stock market and get you one step closer to achieving that goal of financial freedom. So guys, listen up. It's been a very exciting day in the stock market. As we know, or as you may not know, it was red, or still is red, for a lot of electric vehicle companies. And this is because there's been an investigation into two Chinese companies. And the first company is Evergrande, and the second one is Baoneng. I hope I've pronounced that right. They're pretty difficult names to say. But either way, there's been an investigation into these two companies because they're looking to start their electric vehicle car journey. So the first company, that's Evergrande, they're looking to produce cars. And the other company, they're looking to get into batteries, right? So they're looking to produce and trade electric vehicle batteries. So I don't know what they've done. I don't know what the history is. There's not too much information on it. But regardless, because of that investigation, it sparked a sell-off in the electric vehicle car market. And that is what we want to see as investors. That is perfect. As you guys might know, or you may not know, I love to invest when it's red. That's the best times. That's when you generate fantastic returns. So I found out about this a couple of hours ago, waited for the markets to open and poured some cash into some quality EV stocks. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. So I'm going to run through some of my top picks for stocks that you should grab in today's Black Friday sales for electric vehicle car companies. Now, I hope you guys have grabbed some of these stocks already, because by the time I upload this, I don't know where these stocks are going to stand. A lot of them are already recovering, right? And some of these will probably finish off in the green for the day. But just to get you guys in the mindset for next time there's anything like this, any kind of sell-off sparked by an external factor, guys, you need to jump in and you need to acquire some shares in quality stocks. So without further ado, let's jump in. Let's look at my top Black Friday sales for today. So guys, my first pick for the electric vehicle Black Friday sales is no other than NIO. So NIO dropped about, I think it was about 5% when the markets opened. I jumped in, grabbed a whole bunch of shares, and the stock is pretty much recovering right now speaking. It's just down 1% on the day. So if you look at my video that I did yesterday, the penny stock video, where I gave you guys a NIO update, I actually said that NIO's got some pretty strong resistance at $52. So when it dropped today, it was hovering around the $50 mark, not too far off the $52 mark that I spotted, quickly jumped up to that $52 mark, hovered around there for a little bit, and then it's just blown through. So it's about $53. Guys, NIO is a fantastic company. I talk a lot about them on this channel. They've got very, very good growth prospects. Not much can stop NIO. Not much can stop that company's run. Guys, you've got to remember, they're expanding into Europe. That is billions for them to acquire and add to their market cap. Guys, they're coming out with their 150 kilowatt hour battery, an improvement on their 100 kilowatt hour battery. Some more billions to add there. They're coming out with their new car, their sedan, more billions. Now, one thing I want you guys to do is, if you watch one of my previous videos, I've always said a good way to assess the valuation of an electric vehicle car company is to divide the market cap by their deliveries. Then you can see how much each delivery is attributing to the market cap. So when these guys come out with their sedan and they're selling 5,000 units a quarter, that's 5,000 units, and the actual mathematics was 1,500,000 per delivery. So each delivery adds 1,500,000 to NIO's market cap. Guys, do the maths. 5,000 times 1.5 M. Add that to the market cap. So when these guys make sales, it really does increase that market cap. It's crazy. Do the maths. Use that as a benchmark for assessing these electric car vehicle companies. So fantastic. NIO might finish in the green, but that's my first pick of the sales. If you can jump in, if it's in the red, get yourself some NIO stock. So guys, my second company that I'm going to pick for my Black Friday sales is Li Auto. Guys, don't sleep on Li Auto. They're a fantastic company, but I like their price point. Some of their cars, you can get them for low $20,000. That's going to appeal to a whole different market than NIO. You must remember, a lot of consumers cannot afford a NIO car. NIO are fantastic, but it's not in everybody's price range. That's where Li Auto comes to play. They're going to nab those billions, right? That's a big market for them to acquire. So Li Auto, fantastic company. One of the fantastic things I like about Li Auto, which you might not know, is their valuation. If you do the market cap divided by their deliveries, that gives you every delivery Li Auto makes, that adds 1.1 million to the market cap, compared to NIO's, which is higher at 1.5, and it's almost in line with Tesla's at 1 million. So look, Li Auto on a valuation perspective is one of the best out of the Chinese EV car companies. So guys, grab yourself some Li Auto stock. That's going to rise. It's going to make you some good returns. Fantastic company, right? They're doing good things. And in their fourth quarter, they are looking to perform very, very well. I think they announced that they're looking to do about 11,000 deliveries on 8,000 deliveries the last month. Guys, if you do the maths, that's fantastic. That's a really good growth rate month on month. Li Auto, that's my second pick. My third pick, Black Friday sales, Switchback Energy, guys. These guys dropped pretty heavily. They were one of the biggest drops of the day. I think it was about dropped 9% when I grabbed some shares. They're now down about 3% on the day, right? So the market's catching up. This is an EV infrastructure play. This is access to charge point. These guys manufacture the charging units. It's going to be a massive market. It's going to grow rapidly. As the world adopts EV, as consumers buy more cars, they're going to need more and more charging points. Where I'm based in the UK, I rarely see charge points, right? In 3, 4, 5 years time, I'm going to see them everywhere. So guys, really, you need to get onto your EV infrastructure plays as well. Now, I was looking at their growth rates. They're set to do about 135 million revenue this year. Guys, at the end of 2026, they're forecasting 2 billion. 2 billion. 135 million to 2 billion in 6 years' time. So guys, fantastic opportunity to load up on an EV infrastructure play. Guys, these guys are going to be supporting the NIOs, the Teslas, the General Motors, all the other car companies. Load up on Switchback Energy. Fantastic play. Number 4 in the Black Friday sales is Arrival. You can buy some Arrival under SIG Merger Corp. That's ticker symbol CIIC. But these guys, they dropped pretty significantly as well, about 6% on the day. They're down about 3% now. I grabbed some shares. Look, I like Arrival, not only because they're a UK company and I'm from the UK, but that is a nice to know. That's a nice to have. It's good to see the UK actually producing some talent for once. But Arrival, what I really like about them is their micro factories. These guys are revolutionizing manufacturing, right? These micro factories, they're just smaller units where they're able to draw resources from their wider network of factories. They're able to set these up anywhere. It just gives them geographic reach. These guys can set up a whole load of shops in a couple of months. By shops, I mean factories. In a couple of months, start producing their vehicles tailored to the region specifics and distribute them. That flexibility is perfect. It's going to do them really, really well. And it's going to bring that cost down, the cost of their vehicles. Remember, these guys operate in the electric vehicle commercial space. As I always bang on, I always say, that electric commercial space, you want those dollar inflows from the commercial space as well. Not just the NIOs and the Teslas, even though Tesla are doing some commercial, they're taking their time, but it's coming. You want it also from companies like this. Arrival, they do buses and they do vans. And they can move into a lot of other stuff, a lot of heavy equipment vehicles. Oh, they're all going to be electric soon. And it's companies like this who are going to be the ones who are producing it. So grab myself on some Arrival, fantastic stock. That's stock number 4. Stock number 5 on the Black Friday sales is NIO, not NIO, NIO. I profiled them. I said they were one of the companies. I do a Better Than NIO series where I profile companies against NIO to see if they're better or they can match up to NIO, because NIO is the granddaddy of EV stocks. And I think they're a fantastic company. They produced their Q3 results. Yes, they didn't have 100% growth rates like we're used to seeing in the NIOs and the XFANGs. But these guys are one of the only few profitable on a net income basis electric vehicle companies. There's not many electric vehicle companies that can say they're profitable on a net income basis. So guys, fantastic. They are cash generators, and they use some of their cash. Some of their margins were a little bit lower to expand their marketing. That's going to bring them more cash, more sales, more deliveries. This is a fantastic player. Not only are they in the personal use electric vehicles, but they're in the commercial as well. They can jump into the deliveries, those short journeys. Perfect company, really, really good. Guys, you want to be loading up on this. That share price is just waiting to explode, right? It's bubbling a little bit, but it's waiting. Trust me on that. That's NIO rather. So guys, stock number 5. This one's just to have a little bit of fun with. This is Solo. So I've profiled these guys before. When I profiled them, they were $6. I think about a week later, jumped up to about $12. So anyone who saw that rise, jumped in, well done to you, made some good returns. I sold out a little bit of shares at the top because, that's why I say have a little bit of fun with Solo, because Solo aren't like a NIO or an XPeng, because these guys aren't making deliveries, right? They have the potential, but they're just not making the deliveries yet. They're earlier in their journey. But this stock has the potential to fluctuate quite nicely, and it could fluctuate upwards. So you could see that share price go from 8 to 12 again. You could jump in for a couple of $100 on this, ride that wave, and make some decent returns at the top. So Solo, guys, put these guys on your watch list. Now, one stock I want to talk about, I want to highlight, is XPeng. Now, these guys are not in my Black Friday sales list. They're on my watch list because the valuation of these guys is very, very high. So again, I think I brought it out 3 times in this video. I'm going to bring it up again. Do that market cap divided by deliveries. If you do that for XPeng, it should be a little bit lower now because they've dropped. But when they were at $70, every delivery was attributing 2 million to their market cap. That's far too high. That is far, far too high, considering 1 million for Tesla and 1.5 for NIO. So right now they're probably about 1.75 million based on their share price. If you were to wait for these guys to be valued in line with NIO, it would equate to a share price of $52. So this is why I think you can see in the market, this is a player that hasn't bounced back just like the others have. So a lot of the others have made up pretty much half the ground from when they dropped. So like a NIO dropped 5%, it's now just down 1%, 2%. But these guys, they're down 7.5%. So I think a lot of people are catching on to the fact that the valuation of these guys might be a bit too high. So they're on my watch list. I think if they can drop to closer to $55, then I would consider re-entering. But out of all the 3 big Chinese EV players, NIO, XPeng and Li Auto, these guys are valued really, really high. So just tread cautiously with XPeng, put them on the watch list. They do have fantastic future growth potential though, so that is not something to be forgotten. If you've got a long time horizon and you really like the asset, do jump in. They're down 7% on the day, but they're still overvalued. So guys, that brings us to the end of the electric vehicle Black Friday sales. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do hit a like on this video. It really, really helps the channel out. And please do hit a subscribe on the channel. Become part of the StockFix family. We're growing nicely and it would be fantastic to have you on board. So I post here every single day. So do check in tomorrow for the next one. Guys, take it easy.